Hi, welcome back. We are going to continue with the game. Oops. Make sure I'm centered in the camera. Otherwise, I have to move my camera. Honestly, it's easier to move myself. Okay, yeah. Yesterday when I was streaming, the little preview window, which tells you your bit rate, like your stream quality, it was saying offline the entire stream. Sorry, I've got the burps today for some reason. And now it's saying excellent, so I don't know why it was goofed up yesterday. Really gotta get new glasses at some point. So modern glasses, they put a protective coating on the lenses to stop them from getting all scratched up. And my glasses, that protective coating is gone. Like, utterly. Right, we're gonna go back to Phineas. So they just get scratched all to hell.
Now arriving at Phineas's top secret orbital lab.
Nobody's standing here wanting to talk at me, so...
I'll lock up behind you.
Yeah, we just won't take anybody with us, and then nobody will know what it is that I've done. Yeah, it's fine. I do want to... I don't know. I have ideas for like other games and shit that I'd like to do. And you know what? I've never gone over here. See what kind of shinies there are. Worth some money. I have just the very beginnings of a headache. Don't have the lockpicking skill to open that. It really looks like you can go in there. I guess there really isn't anything over there. I have like just the very beginnings of a headache, of a migraine. And took some Excedrin. But it's gonna be a minute before it kicks in, so I might be a little quiet here at the beginning. And that's why. It's because my head hurts. Get them right back, right in here, like right there. Have you just been standing in there the whole time? Yeah, so you can look at his experiments. Can't get in there, obviously. Oh yeah, here's our pod. You spent over 4 decades in space with nothing but the technology of this little chamber keeping you alive. The rest of your fellow colonists are still trapped in similar chambers, waiting for you to restore them.
Reviving you from hibernation was my greatest accomplishment. Your odds of survival were a mere 28%.
Reminder, obscure body in the SK system. Reminder, buy ladder. Does he need a ladder for something? Huh. This is Escape Pod Mark II. Seals leak. Never use this pod.
At a 12% risk of catastrophic failure. Quite safe by Halcyon standards.
I don't remember the posters. Oh, crew room. More decoration. Huh. Reminder, extinguish plasma cutter before returning to pocket. Probably good advice. Another dead cysty pig. Mop up melted pig. Ugh, I hope I'm not walking in it. Wait, plasma launcher. That's different than what I've seen before. Yeah, heavy. That is a more respectable range. Hip-held heavy weapon that lobs huge plasma balls at the enemy with a wide splash radius. The weapon can be overcharged to not only increase the size and damage of the projectile, but the splash radius as well. Oh, I see. It's like a grenade launcher. Asking signal. Establishing connection. Tracking signal established. Disabling orbital lab defenses. Success. Status. Signal status. Strong. This communication terminal is now under board surveillance. Maybe don't put that on there. Yeah, he's gonna shout at me because I'm over here messing with his shit. 14, remember it this time. Absolutely vital. 14. 14, 14, 14. What is... Is it? And we can talk to him a little bit.
I hope you're not thinking of ingratiating yourself with the board. Chairman Rockwell and his cronies are not your friends. They might tempt you with promises of wealth, but don't be fooled.
Thor, what are you getting into?
They're using you for their own ends. What's on your mind? Absolutely. Let's talk.
Yeah, don't you ever leave your lab?
Oh, goodness, no. I wouldn't survive 10 seconds in the blackness of the aether. Well, no, I imagine I'd last at least 12 seconds before I'd lose consciousness and die of hypoxia.
Yeah, I mean... That's not what I meant. Do you have some kind of life outside your work?
Outside work? No, of course not. My life is my work.
Water is
For that
great.
matter, everyone else's lives are also my work. An entire colony's worth of lives are at stake. It's up to me.
Water is a great way to get rid of a migraine.
To answer your question, I'd rather stay right here in my lab. There's too much work to be done. The Hope's colonists won't revive themselves, you know.
Yeah, how's that coming along, by the way?
Remarkably well. After all, I managed to revive you without too many adverse side effects.
Sorry, this chair
Location of those chemicals.
has
We can begin reviving
a
those
leak or something in the little hydraulic cylinder that holds it up.
chemicals, and I'll revive the hope. Revive the
It's
hope.
better. So yeah, this chair has a issue in the
The colony from destruction.
hydraulic cylinder that holds it up. So as you're sitting on it, you'll just slowly sink.
Your progress. We're in this together, my
So
friend.
periodically I have to raise it back up. Give your research a peer review if you want.
I'm well aware of your scientific acumen, but you're far better suited to working in the field than I am. Leave the blackboard work to me. 10 years. That's how long the average human can remain in hibernation. You were frozen for decades. In theory, you never should have survived the revival process. But the conventional...
I mean, there was some side effects. So it's not like it was perfect.
Hope for the hope. Get it?
No.
I see. Well, never mind. Let's just pretend it was hilarious. I best get back to work. I can feel my last dose of caffeinoid fading.
Okay. Ooh, I got skill points. Let me see what we want to do. Let's go with dialogue. Terrify. And we'll do medical. It's not only that, but it also increases the rate at the amount of healing that occurs. Alright, well, let's go. Probably won't be able to come back here, because I imagine he'll figure out what I did pretty quick. That ship has definitely seen better days. Yeah, and the game really wants you to work against the board. Like, they really don't want you working with the board. And it's kind of funny how much they push the anti-board message and the anti-board philosophy and everything. And, you know, especially for as somebody who is very much against corporate in general. You know, I mean, I live in the United States, and corporations basically own everything and run everything, and we're seeing that even more right now. You know, having that and being able to actually do something about it really...
Where are we headed today, Captain? The stars are the limit.
I mean, not actually.
Dr. Wells has... You have a message from Adjutant Sophia Akande.
Oh.
I'm impressed, Captain. I almost expected you wouldn't go through with it. Your signal made it through. We've pinpointed Dr. Wells's orbital lab. Excellent work. Come visit me in Byzantium. We need to have a talk about the future of this colony.
I think this is where she's going to actually tell us what... my negative reputation went down. That's interesting.
Transmissions are so impersonal. I'd like to meet you face to face.
Adjutant Akande has ended her call. Rather rudely, if I might say.
That was
She said
rude.
She didn't sign off. Will there be anything else, Captain?
I guess not. Alright, I gotta go poke around, because it said acquired poster and acquired pocket watch. Posters and pocket watches. So there's that I got for dealing with Edgewater. Huh. Groundbreaker. Huh. Formerly the property of Frey, posthumously put to better use in your quarters. Who the hell's Frey? Oh, that's just a sword. So where those posters end up? Because there's the little combat drone thing. That's gotta be what's... Okay, there they are. So whose room is this? This is Ellie's. Yeah, that's Ellie's, that's Felix. Who else? There's one more character that I'm missing. Oh, oh, crap. Her name starts with an N. Starts with an N and I'm blanking. Natoya, Nakota, something. It's an N something. But I'm intrigued. I'm interested. And this is a very different path to take through the game, too. Yeah, this one, she's right there, because that one on the all the way on the end there is Sam. We're not going to take anybody with us who I haven't activated. I could, because it's just you got to go get the part on Monarch. But like I said, I'm trying to see. I'm kind of trying to see how much of the game you can skip, and I'm kind of trying to see how much the game is different. Nobody stops. Nobody even cares. Okay. Bouncy, 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 bouncy. Buy now with added quality. Good they didn't remove any quality. I hate when they do that. Interesting that I'm only at 15% positive with the board. You think turning in Phineas would be like a lot of rep. Where am I supposed to go, Percy?
Adjutant Akande is waiting for you in her office.
Okay. I guess we just go in. You guys got kind of cool looking sabers there. Interesting windows.
I'm curious. Wells may have been a delusional madman, but he risked his life to save yours. So why turn him in?
It's an interesting question. So the reason why I'm turning him in, me the player, is because I actually happen to know that what Wells is trying to do, or he's trying to wake up the Hope's colonist, is the wrong answer. Because as you know, we haven't found out, we have not actually discovered in the course of this particular playthrough, but the plague, the problem that is that the colony is facing is starvation. Oh, sorry. Like I said, I get the burps. I don't know why. The problem that the colony is facing is starvation. The the colonists are starving to death because some mutation, something has happened that has caused either them to no longer be able to gain nutrition from the food that is grown in Halcyon, or something has happened to the crops in Halcyon so that they are no longer providing food for humans. It's one of the two, and I'm not clear on which one. I don't know if they know which one it is. And so adding another, few thousand people is not going to help. It's going to make the situation worse. So him, trying to wake people up is not the right thing to do. And you do find that out at the end. You do actually get a chance to kind of work with the scientists to help try to fix that. But we're going to say that it's because he was trying to use me.
Revenge is a powerful motivator. Wells was thoughtless and manipulative.
Because it's kind of a neutral response. It's not really for or against anything.
You've done well. You're efficient, talented, loyal. And if you're ready to get to work, we can finally start doing some good in this colony.
As long as you're not expecting me to work for free.
And we'll make you the richest freelancer in Halcyon. There has been a surge in off-world broadcasting.
Oh, and then they're going to send me to Monarch anyway.
Much of it is propaganda. All of it is illegal. We need those broadcasts shut down. I hope you're not suggesting the board spreads propaganda. Our messages are rooted in truth. The broadcasts coming from Monarch pollute the aether with lies. All of Monarch's extraplanetary broadcasts are routed through Devil's Peak Station. I want you to claim Devil's Peak Station for the board, by force if need be. Monarch is a den of anarchy and barbarism. Keep your wits about you.
Okay, so it's going to be
Remember,
basically the same. They're still going to have me hitting the same,
Monarch is a hot
the same like hot points along the story, which kind of makes sense because I should actually be listening to what she's saying, shouldn't I?
Behind these broadcasts, but any number of factions.
What I was saying, so they're still going to have me hitting the same like high notes through the story, but I'm going to be coming at them from a different direction, which is interesting. And it does make sense because as I've noted before, if you kill the essential NPC who gives you a quest, you will still get that quest if it's provided it's a mainstream quest. You just get it from somebody else. So, like, I think if I were to kill Sophia here, like right now, I'd probably get the quest from Percival.
Have a word with him as soon as you arrive. The passphrase is, "The kind of pine grows at night."
I'm not gonna remember that. Yeah, the kind of night gnaws on pines. Got it.
Lord have mercy. Just find Everett here. You're his problem now. Speak to Percival before you go. He'll arrange for your nav key and your reward for turning in Wells.
Adjutant Akande has instructed me to reward you for information leading to the arrest of Phineas Wells. Please allow me to extend my felicitations on a job well done.
That sounds dirty. 1,600. That's it. That's all he's worth.
I've authorized your ship with an official board-certified nav key.
Yep. Now we don't need one from Gladys.
Caution while visiting Monarch. As an acting agent of the board, you are entitled to purchase a selection of official board-certified equipment at a discount. Do let me know if you
Oh, he's a
wish to
merchant
take
now?
advantage of this special offer.
Ah, he's a merchant now.
I am at your service.
Percival's curated selections. The Negotiator. Vendor prices minus 20%. Oh. Heavy machine gun. All right, well, I don't need to buy... I don't need to buy the key anymore, so we can spend this money on other things. Yeah, it's the plasma launcher. The Moon Man helmet. I suppose because you probably can't go back to, like, Groundbreaker and stuff. Probably gonna be a little grumpy with me if I try going back there. Sell all this junk I'm not carrying around too. Alright, we got some more skill points and perk points we can sell. Got ourselves a new gun, so we're gonna absolutely put some more points into our gun skill. Let's see what else we got going on here. Oof. Almost got that 4th mixer slot. I don't really need it, but there's an achievement that you get for having actually, let's do science instead, because I think you need a decent science score to be able to actually kick the you know, get the dumb ending. Let's put it that way, to get the dumb ending. I'm not gonna I might have mentioned it already, but there is an amazing there's an amazing ending that you can only get if you eat the brightest bulb in the box. And I want that one. Kind of want that one. Ooh, more faster recharge. Movement speed during. That would just let me use it more often. We'll go with that. And now I have these. Definitely want that. Definitely want that one. Definitely want that one. Huh. Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, inventory. Plasma launcher off. No. Leave the plasma launcher. I'm going to take the assault rifle off. Put the heavy machine gun on. I'm going to use this one for a little while, though. Just because it seems weird. So I still technically have this quest, which is interesting. So I could tell Wells that I have a nav key. Again, though, I'm not going to. Like, I'm going to try to, like, just straight up avoid talking to Wells as much as I can. But yeah, we're not going to worry about that. So we might as well just go to Monarch. Let's just go to... I think we can just... Let's just fast travel to our ship. These loading screens are long enough as it is, and they don't get faster by getting closer to the thing that you're actually loading for, so... We just have to sit here and wait. which is good because I will just sit here and talk about nothing until the loading screen ends, which is one thing that I'm remarkably good at. Like you wouldn't think that, I mean, it's not a skill. It's not being able to talk about nothing for extended periods of time is one of those skills that you either have or you don't have. Like, you know, I guess you could probably
Space dust from your feet in the entry bay.
learn it. But yeah. Anyway, that's interesting that the relay is still there. Warning, dangerous. All right, we'll go to Stellar Bay then. We don't need to go to the dangerous one. That's just silly.
Captain, an unusual wavelength is coming through Monarch's aether wave frequencies.
The eternal is in us all.
Oh, this is the unauthorized broadcast that they want me to shut down.
Indeed, in the universe is preordained. A man who works in the mines of Hephaestus, coating his lungs in mercury dust for not but a few bits a night. This fate is set in stone?
Mercury dust? Oh.
When he dies young, coughing up black blood, his part in a grand plan? No, I say. Greatness is in everyone, not just those so fortunate as to have been born into prosperity.
That was unexpected and odd.
Sound like a bunch of nonsense.
I'm inclined to agree with your assessment, by which I mean I have been systemically programmed to do so. I've also received a message from Dr. Wells regarding our having acquired a nav key to Monarch. Considering our contractual alliance with Adjutant Akande, are you sure you want to speak with the outlaw scientist?
Sure, why not?
Well done. You'll love Monarch. Exotic climate, violent native species, fascinating culture, really. You'll need to speak with Hiram Blythe. He's known as the information broker, and for good reason. If anyone knows where I can find those chemicals, it's Hiram. I need those chemicals to revive the Hope's colonists. They can help us fight back against the Board. They can help us set things right. If we don't put a stop to the Board, they're going to drive this colony toward a complete societal collapse. You'll see what I mean when you arrive on Monarch.
Can't you just send him a message?
Oh, I've tried. I haven't been able to get through to him at all.
I mean, part of it's probably that there's idiots broadcasting gibberish. Guessing you want me to deal with it.
Hiram's peculiar silence leaves us with no other options. You'll have to meet him in person. You'll want to hire the services of a skilled guide. I recommend a hunter by the name of Nyoka. Frequents the
Nyoka.
establishment
That's the girl's name.
Artemis. Once you have everything you need, make your way to Hiram Blythe's compound.
Alrighty, I'm off.
Best of luck. Everyone on the Hope is counting on you.
They really should put their faith in somebody who isn't so stupid. Alright, let's take Ellie and Max. Down Companion will pop back up at the end of combat, but not in Supernova difficulty. Supernova, to me, if I was going to play on Supernova difficulty, that would be the one where I would play without companions. And that would also probably be the play where I would also do heavy into stealth. Because that's the difficulty where not only are enemies going to hit really hard, but it's also where permadeath happens to your companions. So if your companions are taken down in combat, they're done. You lose them. They're dead. So don't bring companions with you because you might lose them. At the same time, if you I'm going to jump. There's a name for that. The feeling that you get when you stand at the edge of a cliff and you're like, I just want to jump right off. It's called the Call of the Void. Most people don't actually do it though. It is a fatal drop. Okay. Well, that's why we saved. I don't know. It didn't look like it was that far. It looked like it might have been survivable. But I wonder if it's coded to be a fatal drop. It might be. But yeah, it actually has a name. It's called the Call of the Void. And it's let's switch it. It's just something that, you know, you have as a human.
Hold on there. I gotta sign you in.
Okay. I didn't actually mean to pull my gun on you.
That means you must be new to Stellar Bay. You are new here, right?
It is on my ship on the landing pad next to you.
I knew it. See, I made what you'd call a logical deduction. You must have seen those UDL gunships on your way in. There's only 3 of them these days. Still, they tend to scare folk off.
What are they
You
doing?
might have heard, you being new, but Stellar Bay hardly ever gets off-road traffic. Us being cut off by the board and all. Which means I never get to do this part, but I've been practicing, so here goes. On behalf of Monarch Stellar Industries, welcome to Stellar Bay, home of the freshest sal tuna and halcyon. Please state your name for the records. Swell. There's one for the logs. I'm
Sure.
even gonna give you your own entry code.
And you get reputation for just answering his question.
Procedure, but Mr. Sanjar isn't so strict about the rules here. Besides, I got a lot of empty entries to fill.
Is Stellar Bay really that isolated?
We don't get ship traffic in town. Only off-worlders who do make it out here are Sublight. They got a base in Fallbrook. And thank the stars for them, or we would have run out of Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch years ago.
Alright, well,
Mr. Sandra will be
I'm
right
going in.
pleased to meet you. If you see him over at headquarters, maybe you could tell him I did a bang-up job of welcoming you? Oh, and if you're headed that way, maybe you could do me a favor?
Depends.
I got this Rizzo's Rangers Tossball poster coming in on the next Sublight shipment, signed by the Black Hole himself. Only I haven't heard anything in a while. You think you could check with Celia to see if it's come in?
Sure, I can ask about it.
Thanks a bunch. Celia works for Mr. Sanjar in the MSI building next to the bar. She's always there, so you can't miss her.
Oh, we gotta spend these points. When Ellie is in the party, any damage that would kill you instead heals a small amount of health. The effect has a long cooldown, yeah, about 5 minutes. That is a good ability to have, especially on higher difficulties. What about you, Max? Science weapon damage. Meh. This companion swaps and reloads much faster. Increase the damage dealt by the companion's ability. Chance of immediately resetting the companion's ability, cooldown they perform their ability. Let's just increase his damage. These increase threat, decrease threat, increase hack. Yeah. So the contact Everett is over there. We might as well go ahead and talk to Drunkard, because she's actually funny.
And the little bastard's slippery, right? On account of its blood, so it's sliding all over the place.
She's going to be another one who's really not going to like working with the board.
So I can't tell the blood from the mud.
We're going to interrupt her
Don't
story.
interrupt, it's rude. But I gotta get in there, get right in that baby wrapped stomach and dig it out. If so much as a drop of stomach acid got on that medallion, I don't know what I'd do. Might be I'd hunt every damn wrapped out there. Right. What are you staring? Wait. You ain't from around here. Who are you?
D. Are you always this drunk?
You think this is drunk? I gotta. You need to get out more. Sit. Partake. Buy me a drink and let's chat.
Sure, why not?
Outstanding. What are you doing in Stellar Bay, stranger?
Getting drunk, apparently. Just seeing what it's like for myself. People talk it up like it's a shithole.
It is a shithole. It's a free shithole, though. Plenty of ways to blaze your own trail. Folks seem to like that.
It is an admirable endeavor if misguided, and nearly impossible to achieve.
I ain't saying it's easy, but look around you. If it's impossible,
I
it seems
love
nobody's
Max.
gone or told the people
Max is
living.
great.
Besides, the booze is good. Something about that fish oil.
Ugh. Cheers. Les told you can help me find the info broker.
Well. Let's get down to brass nuts then, shall we?
I'm looking for the shadow broker. Wait,
That ain't it.
wrong futuristic sci-fi setting.
Let's talk business. I'm headed back out there after I sober up. You want a guide sooner than that? You'll have to get me something to clear my head.
Sure, what do you need?
Outstanding! Our dispensary here maintains a stock of, well, I don't rightly know what they are. Steroid or caffeine somethings? Pills. They're very good. I'm cut off for the month on account of needing one just about every damn day. But I'm sure you've got your wily ways. Fetch me one and we'll be all set.
You mean caffeinoid? The stuff's just a stimulant.
Well, they work. We got a deal or what?
All right, sure, whatever. Which is clearly a reference to the myth, and it is a myth, that caffeine helps cure hangovers. It's an interesting whacker you got there.
Could I get another advance, Mr. Nandi?
Just make sure it's properly logged.
I'll note it next to the others, sir. Greetings, and welcome to Monarch Stellar Industries, producers and purveyors of the finest salt tuna in Halcyon. What can I do for you today?
Ask about poster.
You know, sending you is the first bright idea I've seen from that man, because I told him to stop bothering me about it a week ago. I still don't know anything about it, but if you want to help him, Velma's the one to ask. She's in the warehouse. But I'll warn you, Grim wore her patience thin a long time ago.
Oh, I remember. And she's crabby.
Well, new business turns up at last. Celia, didn't I tell you our new statistics-based advertising model would be a hit?
I like, and then you can tell them, like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
How can yield improvements of 26.7% not quicken the pulse? How can 32% cost savings not moisten the loins?
You've often posed these very questions.
Clear my schedule. This newcomer has a meeting with me.
Okay, I'll just wait till you're done with your meeting then.
And a sense of humor, too. Did you hear that, Celia?
I heard it.
That's
sir.
not a sense of humor. That's not humor.
For business.
Yeah, charting my own path, going where the wind takes me.
What a charming notion. One doesn't meet many free spirits in Halcyon.
Yeah, it's because it's expensive to be free.
Anyway. Forgive me, I'd be positively enraptured. Only I take it this means you aren't here for Saltuna.
Nope, don't like the stuff. If I have to eat one more weird science project passed off as food in this sprat-fucked colony, I'm gonna stab somebody.
Yes, that's it. Channel your anger.
I love how positive he is. Like, no matter what
I
happens.
hope that livening up our advertisements with enticing figures would draw the other corporations back to our bosom, but it seems we're back to the drawing board.
Like, he is seriously just like absolutely positive, just positive, which it's so rare to find, especially in a setting like this one. And it's just so funny. Like, you have to hit him with so much for him to finally break. Whew.
Thanks
Whatever.
to the so-called hazard clause, Monarch has been cut off from the board's resources and protection for 10 years now. Now, we've kept ourselves in business by trading with individual corporations. But
Oh,
even
sorry.
we-
Again, like, I've got the burps, and I think it's
Such arrangements are-
clearly something that I ate is not agreeing with me, thus the migraine and the burps. But I can't think of what it could be for the life of me, because I haven't eaten anything unusual. You're tired of scrounging and scraping by, is that it?
Yes, freedom is a tempting ideal, but a rather costly paramour.
See, that's what I said.
Intellectualism fuels the train to mankind's future.
Freedom ain't
The
free.
tracks the train runs on are forged from practicality.
What?
Ellie, I couldn't have said it better myself. So what do you mean to do about it?
Well, Mr. Nandi here has a rather ingenious plan to get MSI restored to the board.
On our terms, mind you.
Ingenious plan? Don't get me wrong, I'm starting to admire your sand, but I bet you could overcomplicate a Sisty sandwich.
What a charmingly roguish turn of phrase. Allow me to express...
That's another thing that I love about
and assure you
I love about the way that this game was designed is that
If our advertising scheme hasn't borne fruit, then perhaps
you're not only can your companions chime in, but other NPCs around can also chime in to your conversations, and so it you know, you're not locked to one character, which is clearly something that they Obsidian definitely wanted to do this, because playing Old World Blues, you know, the beginning of that DLC, when you first walk in and talk to the think tank, you have a conversation with all 5 scientists, or 4 scientists. Is it 4 or 5? I forget. But anyway, you have a conversation with all of them, but they all have to channel through the one NPC because they can't switch NPC. They can't switch conversation targets in the middle of a conversation.
It's true, our Celia is an alarmingly competent middle manager.
Whereas here they can.
She'd be wasted in data entry. The plan she refers to is a 2-pronged approach, and the first part involves seeing Stella...
I'm actually really interested to know what engine this is actually running in.
With a Bolt 52 cartridge, of course. If you can get us what we need to rejoin the board, starting the Bolt 52, we'll be able to become one of the most productive and secure cities in Halcyon.
And you'll have a powerful ally on the board.
And yes, I know that I can just look it up, that there's a, you know,
Why,
this
one of
thing
the
called the
strongest
internet
defenses
where
in
it
Halcyon.
tells you.
An extremely powerful ordinance.
Never realized fighting the bureaucracy could be this interesting.
It is quite the rush.
When you get somebody who's really passionate about it,
In the old arms building southwest of town, which used to be part of Stella
Sorry,
Bay
taking my shoes
before we
off.
had to move our walls in.
Ah,
These
there
days
we go.
it's overrun
Ooh.
with marauders and raptidons.
Why are you saying it that way?
Saying what? Which way?
Arms. You're saying ARMS. You're saying ARMS instead of arms.
That's just what it's called. It's supposed to stand for something, but I forget what.
And sure, I'll know it when I find it.
Oh, and while you're at it, there should be a terminal in the arms building with some dangerous information. Perhaps you could delete it so it doesn't fall into the wrong hands.
Oh, yeah, whatever. Sure, whatever. Arms storage. That's the exit. Because my quest has swapped, so we'll switch that back. Ah! Watch out, Max. Yeah, and that's, you know, like these, they really did a really good job of making the different worlds feel different. Like, not just because here, you know, here you look up and you can see that gas giant right there looming over everything. Could you imagine living someplace in orbit on a moon of a gas giant like that?
Velma seem out of sorts to you?
That would be trippy. But like the buildings are different, and even like just the color schemes are different. And it really does make it seem like they're a completely different place. Where the hell? Ah, right in here.
Someone's been killed! I think I'm gonna be sick.
Well, do it over there. Put yourself together and tell me what happened.
I clean the apartments while everyone's at work. I've seen all sorts of messes, but this... If you're going into the apartments, do not go into the lower one on the right. That's where the body is. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go contemplate a hot shower.
All right, well, obviously that's exactly where we're going to go.
What a gruesome way to die.
Not much I can do for this guy.
What? You just got to get all that red paint back inside him. Who would want to kill this asshole? Especially because he's just a victim. He's not even got a name. His name is just Victim. Oh yeah, betting slip. I vaguely remember this quest. Several ragged outfits, all the same cut and color, were stuffed into this suitcase. That looks more like a messenger bag or satchel. Like, I actually have a bag that looks almost exactly like that. The shoulder strap broke, but... Alright, whatever. It's actually a bag of holding. Oh, yeah. Hey, yo.
May I help you with something, my good woman?
something, trees.
Well, no one's gonna suspect you of working for the board, that's for certain. You hear about Devil's Feast,
yes? You didn't hear it from me.
The soul of discretion. Izakande chooses her people well.
I mean, it's one thing when you're just too stupid to remember what you're supposed to be doing.
Skull with two curving horns. That's where the station is.
Mountaintop with horns, got it.
There's a path along the western side of the mountain. Unfortunately, monsters and marauders are as common as kindling on Monarch, so the approach will be perilous.
You have any useful suggestions, or are you just pointing out the obvious?
Well, you're Akande's blunt instrument, aren't you? I'm sure you can manage. However, there is a mercenary of some fame in town, Nyoka. She frequents the...
Yeah, and of course it's pointing me towards the same quest.
Anyway, she might be useful if you can overcome her proclivities. She's rather fond of drink, but she's a good shot when her hands are steady. Good luck. Now, you should move along. After all, we are...
It's like, yeah, look at this. Ah, yeah, perfectly steady. Yeah, I shoot with this hand. Alright. Broker, Nyoka. So we need to do that one first. Which means that we gotta go and talk to the doctor, who wishes to not give drugs to anyone. I don't know why I'm speaking with that kind of an accent. Terrible, Hey, Abigail.
running the warehouse, she can certainly pick up her own caffeinoid.
He's trying to get extras for himself.
With Brax missing, she's working doubles and needs a little edge.
Very well, dearie. But you stop by anytime you like. Hmm?
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
Run. Run before she gets to you. Sup, lady?
Hello, dearie. Why, I don't believe I've seen you before. And with sweet cheeks like those, I'd remember.
Quite the bedside manner, lady.
That's creepy.
So rare I get the
Especially.
What can Auntie
Oh, sorry.
Abigail do?
I'm still wearing that Moon Man helmet. Asked to pick up a caffeinoid supplement.
And what a helpful young lady you are. Nothing like a little pill to liven up the spirits.
Whiskey helps too.
Please leave medical advice to the profession.
Ellie is a professional.
Now, dearie, who's this pickup for?
Me.
I'm so sorry, but with the iconoclasts and the marauder filth chasing away what little trade we get, I'm afraid I have to reserve my supply for Stellar Bay residents. Our reserves have gotten so low, I've even had to start locking the supply room upstairs. Isn't it a shame what some people will do to get a little extra?
You don't give 5-finger discounts. Dude, that's stealing. Oh, that's just terrible. It's terrible.
I'd make an exception for you if I could, my little cherub. Is there anyone else needing a special pickup from Auntie Abigail?
Yeah.
Oh, her.
He just loses it entirely.
But I have told her Dr. Williams would bump up her monthly allotment if only she'd join MSI. Contribute like the rest of us. Now I've gone and said too much. And you know me, dearie. I
don't know you.
Try.
When can she get it?
I'm afraid it'll be the better part of a month. Our dear Nyoka tends to exhaust her supply rather quickly.
The funny thing is, I think I actually have some caffeinoid.
I'd love better than to help you, but there's not much I can do. Dr. Williams managed the town's allotments from his terminal upstairs. Even I can't access them.
Thought you were in charge around here. You sure ought to be.
Oh, you flatter an old woman. Me, I'm just here to be a pretty face for the customers. And to keep an extra key to the supply room for all the times Dr. Williams misplaced his.
Forgetful fellow, huh?
Careless experimentation with medicinal substances does take its toll eventually.
It does.
Then it's lots of fun.
Episodic pharmacological delirium is no laughing matter, young lady.
Well, not when you say it like that. All right, let's just try the intimidate option then, which I'm getting a boost from a companion. It's got to be Ellie. Maybe Max. I don't know. Enough sweet talk. Get me the caffeinoid or you're going to need a taste of your own medicine.
Well, this certainly isn't worth my good health. I'll get you a dose, but I'll have you know, I'm very disappointed in you. There, and good riddance. That's the last help you're getting from Abigail Edwards.
I don't care. Bam, level up. Yeah, see, I'm still wearing the goofy Moon Man hat. Oh, I love the dialogue options. So who was I getting Intimidate boot from? Yeah, Max. And just, the moon mask gives you a boost to lie. That is insane. Alright. We're going to boost up those some more. And we're going to boost up... I think we're going to go ahead and boost up medical. No, we should do leadership. Companion crit damage plus 20%. Nice. All right. So, oh yeah, here. So I think I actually have some caffeinoid. have dehydrated water. Whatever sense that makes. Like, it's water without any hydrogen or oxygen. So it's air. It's nothing? What am I looking for? Oh, yeah. I think I have some caffeinoid. Because, I mean, I've been literally just picking up everything that I come across. Maybe not. There is an achievement that you get for being under the effects of, what is it? Let's find out. Well-balanced breakfast. Bonuses for meat, carbohydrates, sugary drink, caffeine, and alcohol. So I think that's literally all of them. But let's just see if we can do this. Let's just see if we can do this. So alcohol. Hold X to use. Is carbohydrates one of them? Yeah, carbohydrates. Carbohydrates. Caffeine. We'd already got alcohol. Meat. Oh, that's interesting. Dehydrated water is sugary drink, so it's sugar. There we go. That's all of them. Well, balanced breakfast. I guess. Let's go in here and talk to this lady about the poster.
Look, you can tell Catherine the new shipment will be ready when it's ready, all right? She's welcome to come up here and pack boxes herself if she's in such a hurry.
Who's Catherine? Catherine said she'd shove you in a box to keep you ending your gap like that.
Did she now? Well, I can see I was mistaken. Because if Catherine really had sent you, there'd be a lot more expletives in your message. I hope you can forgive my temper. This job has been running me ragged lately. First, my autoloader foreman stages a walkout, and now my chief pescatological health manager is missing.
What? You should probably see a doctor about that.
That's what Braxton is. He's our fish doctor.
Come on, that's like calling a dentist a doctor.
Huh?
He's a real wizard of pharmaceuticals, but he has creative notions of working hours. Comes with living in a free colony.
Creative notions of working hours. You know, I'm gonna say that to the next person that I meet with that, because I have worked with several people with creative notions of working hours. Yeah, he'll come back eventually. You can't constrain a person's freedom, man.
I can't keep working double shifts either.
I mean, so
Since
don't.
You don't seem to be constrained yourself. Maybe you could check up on him. He lives in the apartment.
Oh, is he on the bottom?
Tell him Velma said to
Bottom
get his lazy ass down
right?
here, or she might start
'Cause he dead.
harvesting those extra jugs he's been taking from supply. Something else on your mind?
I mean, if it's the bottom right apartment, him's dead.
This again? I
Yeah, I'm
swear
asking
this
about
is
the
last time
poster.
I contract for any special requests. You can tell Grim his poster came in. You can also tell him I got a better offer for it. So now it's going to Nell.
Yeah, and she decided to steal his poster and sell it to somebody else. You're just giving it away? Didn't he pay for it?
No. I paid Sublight for it. So it's mine. And when Nell pays me for it, it'll be hers. Grim may have asked for the poster, but it's not his until I take his money.
Surely we can work something out.
Sure can. If you want to pay me more than Nell's offering.
I mean, I ain't gonna pay you shit.
Fine by me.
Alright, whatever. It's not really worth getting involved in. Let's go give the drugs to the lady. And those food bonuses do not last long. I'm already back to being hungover. Well, I'm hungover now, not. Oh, you're the dude that lady was looking for.
Can't a man enjoy the smooth menthol flavor of a Stogie Slim in peace?
No. You're within 15 feet of an entrance to a public building. It's illegal. Move. It's illegal in Illinois.
What I am doing, ma'am, is enjoying the moment. It's so rare that I can seize one apart from the jabbering masses of this wretched place.
That's a lot of big words.
I recall when Stellar Bay was a proper board-affiliated town with regular shipments of Auntie Cleo's Best and all the cereals. Before Sanjar took over MSI and got us all booted.
That does sound nice.
Well, you wouldn't know it from talking to anyone else here. High and mighty about our collective freedom.
I actually have a pair of glasses that look almost exactly like his.
Look,
not these, obviously.
Is there something you wanted?
Not really. Here, you're gonna have to stop drinking though.
Back. Good news? Bad news? All of the above?
Both, technically. Hey, I got your magic pills. These things are dangerous.
Someone who's never had any fun.
Ellie.
See, I'm glad someone on your cruise got.
You're gonna get along with Ellie. Great.
Got her head on straight. Whew, that hits the spot. Right in the, oh, no, there it is. There it is. Yes. We're in business. Let's go.
That was fast. I gotta see about stalking some on the ship.
You be careful. The first one's free. After that, they'll offer you gainful employment.
Oh no, anything but that. Alright, glad to have you.
Where to?
Devil's Peak.
Oh, you want to see Hiram? I ain't checked in on that man in an age. You can't miss his radio tower. Huge devil horns in the sky. Rough trek, though. He's way southwest, all the way past Fallbrook. If you're keen on hunting a few things, we can take the mountain's western slope. If you're more of a spelunker, Rotting River will take you into the mountain caverns. We can discuss options when we get closer. That said, 3's already a crowd. I don't mind waiting somewhere until you got a spot open.
Nah, we'll just send Max back to the ship.
As long as you've got my back, I'll have yours. Welcome to the Unreliable Crew.
That's a pretty big gun for a hunter.
I don't know what the game's like on Terra 2, but out here, the daintier weapons ain't gonna cut it. Manosaurs require stopping power.
That's what this is for.
Yeah, but what's left after you're done with them?
Well, you don't eat them. They eat you. Alright, now we are good to go. Yeah, we actually are going to the same place for both of these. So this one, all they want us to do is stop all the broadcasts. This one, we actually need to go talk to the broker, which is fun because it's similar. Damn. 862. Sheesh. Similar. I can't think of the word that I'm trying to use. It's not coming to me. Yeah, more damage to creatures. Oh yeah. Words are hard.
Wrap musk and painted eyes, right here.
Please, will someone help me? My boy's in trouble.
Yeah, he's 45 years old, lady. You can give up. You can let him go. I think he's like 30 something, but he's older than I am. He's fine. He's made his own decisions. He's made his own lot in life. He's happy with where he is. Leave him alone. Just, yeah. I mean, these are the quests that stand out to me. And, like, that's just one of them that's just like, yeah, I remember this quest. I could do it again, but I ain't gonna.
Can we talk?
Oh, what? Plus, one thing I want to know: how do people know that is a female? Like, I mean, can you tell that is a female character? I can't.
Good old Stellar Bay. Only place on the planet that don't stink of sulfur. On account of it stinking like fish and stuff.
You don't actually know what fish smells like, do you?
Oh, here we go.
Oh, I like her. Hey! Another flaw. What? How is this the repeated encounters? This is literally the first time that I've encountered them. We're gonna take it though. Because, why not? Take them all. Take them all! And we're gonna grab that one first off. Every flaw. All of the flaws. Mostly just because I'm curious. I'm kind of curious how many flaws you can actually get. Again, I realize the internet is a thing. I have like no ammunition for anything. I probably should have bought some more before heading out here. Give me the... Thank you. Don't have the pick skill to open that. On the one hand, I kind of wish that they had that they gave you some way to hell. That they gave you some other way of getting through like locked doors and stuff. But at the same time, I'm kind of glad that they didn't. So, if I remember correctly, one of the two items that you need for that last achievement is in here. Thought I saw something highlight back there. So that, yeah, there's another achievement that I haven't gotten where you have to wear a hat and it's basically a suit at the same time. And I think I have both the items on my other character. I just haven't, you know, put them on. Yeah, there it is. A nice hat. Oh, that's locked. So it's... I think it's called well dressed. Yeah, wear a nice hat and chimera at the same time. So that's a nice hat. And then we just have to get chimera. And I've completely forgotten where I was going. Oh, that way. I get distracted by shinies and then I forget what I was doing. Yeah, 'cause we actually want to head towards Fallbrook. Kill cam. I don't know how there's still meat when I disintegrated that one. It is kind of funny that one of the planet's names is just Terra 2. You know, like they named it after a weird, I wouldn't even say it's bad, but it's just weird. A weird old sci-fi show. And then, the hell is that blinking over there? And then...
Watch your feet. The sulfur pools don't just stink. They'll take a toe off.
Alright, well, we're going to save while I have a chance, since I haven't saved in a little bit. But they named one planet Terra 2. And then you have planets like Monarch. And, you know, Stella, or whatever the name of that planet, the other place is, and stuff. So it's just kind of funny. It's like they ran out of ideas for, like, what should we name this place? I got no idea. And I'm forgetting to use VATS, or tactical time delay, not VATS. It's VATS. Especially VATS in, like, 76, and Fallout 4 and 76. Yeah, of all the... I don't know what that does, but it's fun. Of all the issues that 76 has, I do like the way the combat feels. The gunplay in Fallout 76 is actually pretty good. Which isn't really saying a lot, because they've figured out gunplay a long time ago. You know, yeah, it's literally just taken Bethesda this long to figure it out. Which I kind of understand, because Fallout was never an action shooter game. You know, it was always supposed to be an RPG. And the original ones were even turn-based RPGs. which I still have never played. I guess if that's another one that I should really, if I can, because the problem that I have with games of that era is getting them to run. Since the systems that I have at work now are not, what do you want to talk to me about?
Hey, got a favor to ask you.
Oh, right. She wants me
Figure
to.
out we're out here in the wilderness anyhow. We might stop in on an old friend of mine.
The problem that I have is that the systems that I have, older games, don't really run terribly
You're
well.
the type to run off and get yourself killed, and I could use the help.
And so, like an old. Yeah, I definitely don't plan on getting killed.
Well, we'll see about
Unless
that.
I jump off of an
I'll be
elevator.
upfront with you. I hate asking for help. I hate it. Every time I give someone the opportunity to disappoint me, they seem to make it their most immediate goal. But this, what I'm thinking, it's dangerous.
Honored you're asking and thrilled to accept. What can I do?
Really? Here I was steeling myself for inevitable.
I can't guarantee that I'll actually do it.
I used to run with a band of hunters.
Alright, we're gonna skip because I already know about her quest. Yeah, what do you need to do? And after that... Sounds fun. Yeah, so anyway, if I can get my hands... Ideally... Ideally, it would be... What was I saying? Ideally, I would be able to get my hands on, like, original hardware. You know, for the era. So, God, what year did that even come out? But, you know, something that Fallout would have been run on when it had first released. And then I'd use that to play the game. But I don't think that's something that's really in the cards, especially with right now, with the way that things are right now in the world, and with the way things are right now in my life, because I got no income. So, you know, I'm hoping, I got a couple jobs that I'm looking at getting, a couple different places. I have not heard back from any of them, but we'll see. So hopefully that'll change. Because I like fixing computers, and I would love to, and we're really close to 18, I would love to, like, do the whole thing where you get on eBay and you find a lot of, like, 20 computers, non-functional, and you buy the whole thing for, like, $20, and then go through and figure out what's wrong with them and fix them up, and, you know, then you can even turn around and resell them as, you know, they're now functional machines. And you can actually make some money doing that, but I don't know. We'll see. Surprise! Oh, he's just hiding right here. Yeah, all that does is vaguely zoom in. Not even helpful. But yeah, so get my hands on some original hardware for that era. Something that game would have run on, and then give it a playthrough. And you know, because I could even do, like, the original Elder Scrolls, you know, play through Arena and Daggerfall, and those, which are also games that I've never played. I started playing Elder Scrolls games with, my first one was actually Oblivion, believe it or not. I played Oblivion, was my very first Elder Scrolls game. Let's put some points into defense, even though I'm losing. Well, that's just from food addiction, so. Let's just put some points there. And we'll put some points there just so the companions get that additional 20% armor rating. And then we get some perks. Yeah, area of effect and plasma damage dealt is reduced. Or we can do penetrate. No, let's do that one. This one will probably actually be really good, considering the number of automatic weapons that I'm using. I have unlocked Leap. Which is what I've been trying to do this whole time. I think if you do it... Yeah, okay. So if you do it while you're standing still, you go backwards. You do it while you have to do it while you're moving to actually... Probably help if I wasn't going up a hill at the same time. Amber Heights. Amber Heights Crossroads discovered. Let's go over here and we can at least get close to this, because I think we can discover this. Do I have the... No, there isn't. I was thinking there was a perk for, like, finding more ammo. But I don't think that's actually true. There's one that gives vendors more ammo. Yeah, cysty pigs are kind of gross, if you ask me. Even though I'm probably going to pop my gun out again as soon as I come through here, because the game likes to pull your gun out whenever you go through. I think 4 is in the other room. He's hard to keep track of. Which, part of it's that he's a puppy. He's 8 months old, so he's very much a... oh yeah, these are the Iconoclasts.
Well, hello, and welcome to the home of the Iconoclasts. I'm Rose. Please, take a pamphlet. In it, you'll find everything you need to know about Graham, his Philosophist truths, and the Iconoclast way.
So I think if I leave these guys alone, I think this will actually trigger the battle.
So sorry, I keep forgetting we're out of pamphlets. Gosh, blast it.
Which, when I did this through my other playthrough, I didn't end up doing the battle for Stellar Bay, and I think it's because I actually diffused this before it got to that point. You're offering me a pamphlet you don't have.
I'm so sorry. It's a habit, I suppose. We used to have plenty, but we ran out of paper and ink.
Paper and ink are important.
Ever since the corporations left, it's been hard to come by the basics. But you know what we do have? Freedom! This is the only place in Halcyon you'll find it. No corporations, no shackles, no problems.
I mean, I think Groundbreaker's pretty free, too. Yeah, no corporation means no paycheck. How you survive with no money?
We make our own living here. Some of us hunt. Some of us scavenge the ruins left by the corporations when they abandoned us. You're welcome to stay with us, so long as you can earn your keep.
Got it. See ya. I'm gonna talk to this guy. You.
Welcome to the Emporium.
You is the cellman. Bullets. Give me bullets. I need bullets. have a 35% discount with this guy. I literally just met these guys. And they're already like, oh yeah, you seem cool. We'll give you a discount. Sell. I'm keeping that one because it's unique. Actually, I don't know, just... I'm gonna sell it. Debating with myself whether or not I wanted to keep it to, oops, not what I meant to do. Keep that, get rid of that. And we'll sell all the junk. I should just do that first, but I always forget about it. Now we're gonna go in here and buy. So he's got 50 units of each, which isn't bad, but just go ahead and buy all of it. Because I need bullets. Oh, it's a short range. Okay, I was gonna be just like flamethrower and burn everything, but... $309, $544. I don't really care for how that works. I mean, it's fine. It's not terrible or anything, but... like, seriously, how can you say no to a flamethrower? I seriously need more ammunition. The only downside is that it is a really short-range weapon. So I'm going to have to get right up in people's faces, which means that they're going to be shooting at me. That was the nice thing about the grenade lobber thing. And yes, I realized that I could have kept the grenade lobber and just put it in my slot 4. But I didn't, so, nah. Alright, anyway, we're going to keep going. But yeah, they really did do a really good job of making these different worlds all feel different.
South here, off the road and down this slope. We've got a decent trek ahead of us.
For the fuck you talking about? I mean, we gotta go that way, right? Damn, these things... Sheesh. I do not remember those things being so tough.
Okay.
Okay. Interesting, it doesn't have a texture on the bottom. I mean, it's not supposed to do this, so.
Love to get my hands on whatever did that.
Weston Sloan. Alright, well. Clearly we gotta go around. The fuck? Fucks with all the landmines. Hate landmines. I don't know why I've gotten acided. Use these companion abilities. I gotta remember to use the damn companion abilities. I always forget to use the companion abilities. I don't think I actually ever unlocked the companion abilities in my previous playthrough, which is part of the reason why I'm forgetting to use them all the time.
You don't have to do this. Just let us down from here. The humidity is really uncomfortable. Look! I didn't mean for us to put
You working out some anger issues? Hey, you guys can come down now. All the evil marauders are dead. Oh, I think there's a science weapon in here. Yeah, right there. Oh my god. That does like no damage. Oh, that's not gonna work. Do I seriously not have? I don't have the perk that revives them when they die. There we go. Two of those guys with flamethrowers. I mean, I can't say I blame them. Flamethrowers are kind of cool. Goes outside. What's going blip blip? Well, somebody's at the door. Yes. Dropping off a box. Don't know what the box is because I didn't order anything. I think it might be drugs for the dog. Might be drugs for you. Well, they're not actually drugs. They're... Hey, stop licking me. I'm trying to fix the chair. They're not actually drugs. They're more like supplement for him. So it might be that. Anywho, back to looting the place. So, my little puppy here that I have likes to eat dirt. And generally speaking, when your dog is eating dirt, there's kind of two reasons for it. Number one is that they're bored. There we go. That's what we need to get into that terminal downstairs. Number one is that they're bored. Number two is that they're not getting all the nutrients that they need. That's funny. Plays a little jingle. So they're kind of craving something, and they're trying to get it by just eating whatever. So one of the things that if you have a dog who is eating dirt, one of the things that you can do is get them on like a probiotic, and that'll help. Usually it helps. Usually if they're eating dirt, it's because they're not getting enough of something. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway. Project Lorem Ipsum, which is the filler text. So I wonder if is that actually what they called the project, or is that just filler text because they didn't know what to call the project? But anyway. Access restricted by user, which we don't have a high enough hack to get into, so. Better name for the project, something flashy and catchy, but the rest of management will take seriously. Maybe Waterloo or Danger Burn. I'm sick of my boss asking me why I'm forgetting to fill out parts of my reports. Yeah, so it anyway. A ring. Okay. Thor, why are you like pressing into me? I know you went for a walk with the burner, but are there actually scientists? Like, there's the ladder that should be up right here. Because when you come in here, there's a bunch of scientists that are like shouting about wanting to be let down. But, oh, yeah, there's a corpse right there. So they must have died. They must have died probably as soon as we got here. Come here, like, wedged. He's got himself wedged between my leg and the edge of the desk. Anyway, let's go get the rearranger, I think is what this one is called. Terminal is only to be used by UDL personnel with clearance. If you're reading this without clearance, please report to your supervisor for immediate termination and disciplinary action. Hello, Mr. Kitty. Including, but not limited to, fines in excess of 100,000 bits, detention in a UDL authorized incarceration center for up to 349 months, and a personal letter from Chairman Rockwell. Good. Look at the kitty. Orange cats are best cats. Well, at least this one. Letter not actually written by Chairman Rockwell, however, it is an approximation of his tone and vocabulary with a 99.8 degree of accuracy, so you should feel very ashamed. Oh, it's a gloop gun. For anyone asks, this does not mean I'm unlocking the gun. Well, this does mean I am unlocking it. Oh, right, you have to you have to do this quiz. To confirm that you are an authorized Universal Defense Logistics Security Specialist, please answer the following questions. Question number 1. You are attending a company meeting at HHC headquarters in Byzantium, and vile dissidents attack the building. What is your priority? Number 1, get to safety. Number 2, evacuate the employees. Number 3, protect the chairman. Correct response registered. Proceeding with security check. I think the answers to all these are actually found around, but it's funnier because you can kind of just figure them out on your own. Question 2. You are pursuing one of our many UDL personal security mega outlets, or perusing, and enjoying our fine selection of employee compliance equipment when you are approached by a stranger. He makes an offhanded comment that would be construed as an indirect insult to Chairman Rockwell. What do you do? Berate him relentlessly to defend the chairman's honor, smile and walk away, or engage him further to assess his intent. Let's berate him. Correct response registered. Question 3. You and your spouse have a healthy, loving relationship, but one day you discover that they've been reading unsanctioned stories to your children. What do you do? Destroy the stories and forbid your children from mentioning them again. Arrest your spouse and admit your children to a re-education program, or turn in the stories to your authority and claim responsibility. Oh, obviously you have to arrest your spouse and get your children re-educated. Indoor use of this weapon will result in any cleaning fees being deducted from your paycheck. I'm getting the gloop gun. Gloop gun was designed to suppress workers and angry mobs. It lobs a mass of gloop that splatters across a wide area. It both shocks and weakens those affected, and more surprisingly, levitates them into the air temporarily. Increasing your science skill increases the weaken duration. I think this is supposed to be a reference to Prey. I think. Let's go up there and see if there's anything up here. Super Scoper 2000. I actually had a Super Soaker 2000. Yeah, that just broke a leg. That's fine. Broken leg, that's nothing. I love this. Like, they have these windows, but the obvious explanation for why you can't see what's going on inside the building through the window is that they're not actually windows. They're fake. And apparently they have lights inside them. Well, that's interesting. I'm still under the effects of the food buff, but I'm also under the effects of the my perk. I wonder if that's a bug? Yeah, my food addiction withdraw, but I'm still under the effects of food. So, I wonder why. We're not actually going to use the gloop gun for things. At least not right now. Yeah, I kind of learned my lesson with the shrink ray. I was dicking around with the shrink ray instead of fighting things, and it nearly got me. Well, nearly. It did get me killed. Where the fuck am I supposed to be going? Oh, there's the road. Okay. There we go. Back over the road. Is this one of those acid pools? No, this is just water. Those look like they're going to try to bite me, though. Huh. Jeez, you got some fragile bones. Gotta drink your milk. We'll blame that on spending, what is it, 40 years frozen?
Stake my reputation on this being an ambush.
Bunch of amateurs. Sublight should have seen this coming.
Trail of blood leads away. Sublight thug. Yeah, this is if you actually do the sublight stuff, you actually get sent here to try to figure out what happened. And you can go, because the guy comes right over here, and then he goes in there, which we're not going to mess with. My armor is blinking at me. Because the condition's at 24%. I always forget you can fix stuff in the field. I also forget stuff you can... I also forget you can fix stuff, you know, not in the field. Hey guys, I was wondering if you could help me with something. I was looking for the... Oh god, you're hostile. What the... Oh. Bloody canids. But you were dead. Hit him.
Just like that. Who's ready for more?
That all of them? I think that's all of them. Yeah, flamethrower is fun and all, but the range on it sucks. Or I should say the lack of range. What do I have? I've actually got some bullets, so we'll use this for a while. Gots to make sure I got the bullets. Alright. This way. I swore there was one more guy. Yeah, so I have this small issue. My front door, the inside door opens one way. The outside door opens the opposite way. Which is weird, and I don't know why they did that. It's whoever put the doors on did it that way. Like, obviously the inside door opens the way that it does because it opens against the... Oh, right, Mana Queen. It opens against the wall inside the house. But then the outside door opens the opposite way. I don't know why they chose to do it that way.
Time for action.
And it's really annoying because everybody sees how the this isn't gonna end well. Everybody sees how the inside door opens, and they assume that the outside door is gonna open the same way, which obviously it doesn't. And yeah, I do not have that ability. That I am carrying too many. How am I carrying too many items? Didn't pick anything up. Jesus, fuck, yeah. Screwing with these was a bad idea. Alright, or just don't reload. Okay, yeah, that's not gonna help at all. This does like no damage. Look at that. 5s and 3s. And she's freaking healing. Okay, yeah, that's not. I can't. She's healing. Like, I could probably kill her if she wasn't healing. We're just gonna reload. And we're gonna go any way that doesn't involve having to go that way, which is pretty easy because there's a bunch of them. Yeah, we'll just no, leave it alone. Just leave it alone. Just keep going this way.
Fallbrook's on the other side of the bridge there if you need a drink.
I don't need a drink,
To the mountain, so might consider
but I do need bullets. Oh, my head still kind of hurts. Wish I could figure out. There are definitely more triggers. Definitely have more triggers than just the ones that I've found for what's causing me migraines. I just can't figure out what they are. It is kind of a cool idea, though, these prefabricated homes. Which you'd think that some company would figure out, because that's... Can't hear. Trying to go up my nose. But it's one of those things that you'd think companies would figure out, because there are... The tiny home movement. Mortimer Bell.
Trouble checking in? Or you might need directions to the amenities? If you're locked out of your cabin, a replacement key costs 50 bits.
It's kind of expensive. Whatever. Don't care.
Time for a round of whist. Or a round of whiskey.
Sublight Contractor.
Gambling and organized crime. Everything you need to keep civilization running.
Nope, that's somebody's house. Where is it? Oh, there we go. Goods and sundry. I'm just looking for the vendor. I know there's a whole ton of quests you can do here. But I don't really care. Guns, guns, guns! And ammo.
I test every product myself to assure maximum customer satisfaction. If you doubt it, I can show you my lower back rack.
No, I don't need to see that.
Make a buy or move on.
Yeah, 36% discount. Kind of crazy. Okay, cool. Sell. I don't know. I don't know about the flamethrower. It is definitely entertaining. Let's do that. And that. And we're done. Let's leave. I mean, really, there's nothing else to really... I mean, I know there's a bunch of quests and stuff here, but I don't really have any... you do sell bullets. You know, there's a bunch of quests and stuff that you can do here, but I'm not doing the sublet quest chain, so... don't really have any reason to mess with them, so... I hate that feeling you get where you get like a hair. It's like stuck to your face and you can't get it off. And it's cat hairs. Like, cat hairs are the worst. Cat hairs in your own hair. Like, you know, you get like one little hair that wants to come and touch you on the side of the face. And you just can't get rid of it. All right, let's check the map. So we want to go... I'm gonna keep going that way. I do like how they give you all these little fast travels all over the place. This is nice.
I shipped with a merc who had a gun like yours, Nyoka. He polished it, sang to it, slept with it. Not like that, as far as I know.
Sounds like he had himself...
Was his name Jane?
Where are you going with this?
He couldn't hit the broadside of an assault cruiser, hence the tin shredder.
Wouldn't be the first man I met bearing compensation for his lack of skill.
Hey, Goober. Apparently my phone thinks I was talking to it. Don't stand next to the explosive barrel. Ellie, you gotta heal yourself. I like her. I mean, if nothing else, we're making the colony slightly safer. You know, only slightly, because there is still a moon mask wearing lunatic running around with a heavy machine gun. So I'm talking about myself. Great big old bin like that, and all it's got in it is one thing of weapon parts. Oh, that's just your legs. But yeah, anyway, one of the things that I'm trying to figure out how I would go about